Mark Gough, Ukip candidate for the May elections. Would it be accurate to say for Ukip in Harlow, back in the game or still in the game?
Never gone away from the game, I would say. I think the only people who seem to think we've ever been out of the game are the press who said you're a one-issue party, which we're not. And now you've got your issue, there's no point of view. Well, I think we're seeing quite clearly that just ain't the case.
Because in the by-elections, the local elections last year, whereas other parties have disappeared to the point of 20 votes, 25 votes, you've still had that 100 votes, 140 votes. Do you think there's a chance in May the 2nd you can improve upon that?
Well, it wasn't that long ago, that 2004, we have been the only party other than the main two that ever won a district election in Harlow. Let's not forget, we won 5 seats, we won the popular vote, and I think that was when people were quite angry with the big two parties. I think that level of anger's gone up a couple of levels, so we shall see.
But this is a district election on local issues. I'm told, that the Conservatives and Labour just want to fight this on local issues. Do you think they're entitled to have that privilege?
Well, I suppose if you were in their shoes, would you fight it on national issues at the moment? Would you fight an election at the moment if you were in their shoes on Brexit? I don't think I would.
So to be clear, you're going to bring up Brexit on the doorstep. Why?
Because I think it's probably the clearest example of how those two big parties have let down the people of Harlow.
In what way?
Well, they said that we've got a town that was the 16th largest Brexit turnout in leave terms. 7 out of 10 people wants to leave. We've got an MP who went around saying Brexit meant Brexit. And I recall if we were sat here 2 years ago, and I said at the general election that there was only one Brexit candidate on the ballot paper who actually believed in it, and that was me. And I think we're now seeing that. And I think that if you actually look, the very idea that you can switch off national politics from local politics isn't true, because I think the local politics is often not on the local issues, which is what people actually hope the local elections is about. You can't switch the two off. You really can't.
Do you have a job to do, though, in that people might be and look like they're just absolutely disillusioned with politics? That means you've got to get people. You may have to get people out to vote, though, and not just stay at home.
Absolutely. But I think we've been around long enough to know that a local election in a good year is only about 30 to 40%. So to suggest that this perhaps is a bad year and we might be looking at a 20% turnout, perhaps the job of getting people out in terms of winning may not be as hard a job that perhaps it has been in previous years.
But going back to local issues, you still have to make a contribution to what local issues are around Harlow, don't you? Whether it's crime or housing, education, permitted, so far where we are here, from office blocks, conversions, etc. Can you contribute to that?
I think you've pretty much seen on your Harlow that Ukip people are regularly making contributions to just about every topic going, and justifiably so. At the end of the day, we're just as much members of the community as we are hoping to be community servants.